Here. 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 Feel. Here, feel, think.
Oi. You alright, lass? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No need to fret though. You'll soon get used to it. Feeling better, Kupo? Ah, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Muggles, and we live in this wood. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. And seeing as you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been reckless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you had a chance witnessed anything suspicious, Kupo? But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Gordania is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering, seeing as you're awake. How's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see. Those youngins look familiar, like I know them from my present. I wonder... No, they couldn't be. I'll just have to meet them later. Bremont's the name and peddling's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers, am I wrong? I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret about adventure is a risky business, these days especially. What is it that first attracted you to it? What attracted me to it? Well, I can't admit to this man that I'm from the future and that I'm really only interested in meeting my mother and father. I could, but things would get really weird then, so let's just stay quiet. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might as old Bremont's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking my nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Halt. Go no further. What's this then? Oh! What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Bloody hells! We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. That was bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party though, eh? Jokes aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, so just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Well, this is definitely not my first time in Gridania. I don't think he wants to hear about the ruins that this city has become. I'll just say no and leave it at that. Thought not. But I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow our journey thither and to teach you a few new things about your destination. Ahem. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, luscious forest in all of Eorza. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new natives to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. At long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
Here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, where then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by the way. Thanks for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
You there. Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinant, a woodwhaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see what you are. Alright, I suppose it would be kind of rude not to talk to him, so let's see what he needs from us. Another green adventurer, I presume? I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off, begin pestering every second citizen for work. I suggest you make yourself known at the Carlin Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carlin Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Miyun within. She will take you in hand. As much as I would love to run off on my own adventure right away, I am living in the memories of someone else, so it'd probably be best to stay the course. I don't want to ruin things and get kicked out of the memory. Besides, it's kind of cool to see Gridania still built like this. At least this part of it. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put her name down at the guild, I presume. Welcome. Miyun's my name, as Mother Miyun has most call me, and the Carlin Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania, a fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixo and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Emperor to the north, and that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. But as I speak, if you were there, forgive me, 5 years past, Yorzo was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from the lesser moon, Dalamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is known to people as the Calamity. Scarcely a square mom of the Twelveswood was spared from the devastation, yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is impossible. And it's also true. For reasons I can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity were shrouded in mystery. There are as many as versions of the events. Yet, amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting of accounts, all agree on one thing, that Yorzo was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked their life and limb to sake for the realm, and yet whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we are seen naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Ahem, pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of the legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. Oh, I would appreciate if you used your real name. There's a special place in the 7th Hell for those using amusing aliases. Minnie Waters. Are you sure that is an amusing alias? Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nations blessed by the elements and the bounty of the Twelves Wood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived, another goddamn adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The Elder Seeds here bade us welcome with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not, lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not come cause trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. Paying that outburst no mind. He only meant to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12's Lit of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford a conflict. As is often the way with the folks who live in isolation, Gridanians won't mistrust things they don't know well, your good self included. Fear not, however, give a catalogue of exemplary deeds, and they will soon not fear you. On behalf of the fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on Mother Miyun to teach you a few things that every adventurer needs to know. Alright, well, as much as I would love to see what Mother Miyun has for me, it has been a long journey already, and I think I want to just sit here and take a break for a while. Anyways, guys, it's Ismaie. I hope you are enjoying our dive into Minnie's past. Bonus points if you can figure out why I might have named her Minnie Waters. Of course, I can't admit it just yet because we are not there in her tale, but if you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a like so I know that I should definitely keep continuing, and I will see you all soon for the next part.